Doodlebud here. We're checking out this pocket pen today. This is the Hongdian M2. I have 3 of them. I'm going to show you those colors. Going to give away 2. These were kindly provided to me by Hongdian. They reached out. We did the huge ink video where I reviewed all 16 of their colors. So if you haven't seen that, check out that video. So if you want to check out their inks, you'll get a little more information. They also sent over some of the A9 pens, and then these ones here, the M2. So this is their pocket pen, I have to say. For this price point, again, in Canada, Amazon.ca, they're going for around 30 bucks Canadian. I think for that price, this is probably one of the best pocket pens you can get. And they got lots of color options. We got these 2 are aluminum. So this is the purple lilac, and then we have the matte black, and then this is the shiny brass. There are even more colors on there again. So, again, check their listing there and see what they got. The nib sizes we have are extra fine, fine, and medium. I have an extra fine, fine, and medium. So even in the writing sample, I'll show you the difference in those 2. I've had the pens for a good length of time, which means I've got a chance to put some miles on them, and I've had 0 issues. Out of the box, nibs were good. Everything wrote just fine. I haven't had any issues when it comes to sealing. I've just taken it out. I've left it. This one, I think, is 3 weeks. 3 weeks for sure, potentially even 4. But I like to do a little bit of a nib dry out test. Took it out after those minimum 3 weeks, wrote up instantly, no problem. So yeah, I think it's a real winner. Lots of cool colors. I think it's an attractive pen, especially this purple lilac with that gold trim. Oh, which ones am I giving away? The purple lilac and the black. Again, I'll give you details here in a moment. There'll be details in the description on the draw. I'll be keeping the brass one for my own personal use. I might do an engraving or an aging treatment on this as well, but it's nice. Has a nice spring clip in here. You can actually, maybe we can show you. There is the little spring underneath on the clip. Since I'm already zoomed in, we might as well show you the end finial. It looks to me sort of like a cat, so I'm not sure what that's about. There could be some reference. If you know what it's about, let us know down in the comments. I'll do a size comparison in just a moment, but you can see the Hongdian M2 here on the side. Shows up a little bit nicer, especially on the lilac, just with the engraving. Yeah, there you go. A little bit better contrast. You can see it. All the different pens have, sometimes they'll have the gold colored clip or the matte black like here on this one. But yeah, overall looks quite nice. You see we got a little more of an infill on the background there, so you can see that more. Let's show you here on the black one. Sorry about the bump. There you go, sort of pops out. So again, I don't know what that means, but it looks neat. The cap comes off in just over 1 turn. I think it's 1 1/3 turns because it is a triple start thread, as you can hear, 3 of them, right? 1, 2, 3. So nice and quick to open and quick to close. Slip on to post, and it posts nice and securely. The threads down in the body are aluminum. And, same with the body here on these pens. On the aluminum body pen, I don't see, there's no liner, but on the brass bodied one, it's interesting. It's probably just to do with marking. You have a bit of a coating here, so it's probably going to stand up to not really have any wear. I haven't seen any wear so far. I haven't used them super, super long, but I've rotated between the pens. But on the brass, the cap here, if you put it on, it could have a little bit of a ring. I haven't experienced that. I haven't seen that because they do have, if we can show you with contrast, there it is there. It's just a short little liner. Again, you can't see all the way down in there and the focus won't cooperate, but it's not very far. It's maybe just about that long. And what I think that's for is when you go to post the pen, here, let's get you back out. One, it's nice and secure, so it doesn't spin or anything like that. But also, I think that is to stop things from sort of marring up and getting some scratch marks on the pen body, just because it is a raw material that's on here. The pens do come equipped with a converter. It's their own Hongdian converter. I actually just did a video the other day comparing a bunch of different converters against the new Kaweco fold down one. I can't remember what the ink capacity is on this one. Maybe I'll flash it on the screen, but it has actually a decent little ink capacity. I remember it's not too bad for this size. But yeah, this is their own converter. That's also included with the pen. I've left this, I cleaned it out, but I left it uninked for the video. If you want to fully disassemble, it just comes out like so. Here is a look. Let me get some lighting. That's a little better. There is the Hongdian on the whole nib housing, as you can see, along with the feed that's going out to the back. And here is the artwork on the nib. Not sure if you could see it in the video, but there is a little O-ring that goes right here at the end of the nib housing. I find sometimes that when I would take it out of the pen, it wouldn't quite seat right, or I was off a little bit and it would sort of gall up. It is a fairly small little O-ring, a little bit thin and flimsy, so do be careful with that. If you want to fully disassemble, you can just pop out, whoops, and there it is. You can pop out the nib and feed. So if you decided to put a shimmer ink, or you got something that's just a little bit gooey, it's no problem fully disassembling the pen. And I think it is keyed, if memory serves me right. Yeah, I do see a little flat spot down there. It's been a little bit since I took this apart. There it is. So it just goes back together, and I'll put that O-ring back on. Make sure it's properly seated. In case you're wondering, let's just show you the difference in weights between the aluminum and the brass. So altogether, let's call it 24 grams. That has some ink in it. And the brass pen is 38 and change. Personally, I have been preferring the brass, just a little bit more weight. That's kind of my personal preference. Also, I find I get just a touch more grip in the section. Again, everyone's hands are different, and yeah, I just find I get a little bit more grip. Sometimes an anodized pen, they are very nice. The coating is good. Everything's great, but I do find it's just a bit of a thinner pen. It's a pocket pen, so they're going to be smaller and thinner. I find the anodized aluminum is a little bit slick. Some micro grooves in here would be sort of nice, just to help improve when it comes to grippiness on the pen. The pens I'm using for the size comparison, up top here we have a Pilot Mu, Kaweco Sport, then we have the Hongdian M2, and Enso Pocket Puma. This is their Urushi one. And then the Namasu Nova pocket pen. Here we are posted up, which is how you use the pens. I find it's very close to the Kaweco Sport when it comes to dimensions. Now, it is impossible for me to use these pens when they're unposted, but in case you are someone who does that, there is a quick little size comparison. You can see side by side, again, dimensionally pretty close. I'll quickly ink up the pen to get it ready for the writing sample. The other ones are already inked. I'm going to use some Hongdian ink. If you want more information on the other pens that you saw in the size comparison, again, check out my channel. I have reviews on all of them, and same for the pens you're seeing here and the inks. Check the description. I'll have links to everything down below. I think I forgot to mention this. For the black version, it also has a black coated nib compared to the more of a gold colored on the other pens. The inks I have, let's not get that on my finger. The inks I have Hongdian black, Hongdian purple, and Hongdian brown in these pens. This one has the medium, this has the fine, and this has the extra fine. All right, I figured I would chat with you guys a little bit during the writing sample. So a couple little things. Do you like it when I do music during the writing sample, or just I put my microphone close like I've been doing a little bit lately and you get to hear the nib? I still try to do a balance between regular speed writing and speeding it up. If I leave them full speed, I know some people, they request, don't speed it up. We want to hear the nib. Okay, the writing sample is going to be like 7-8 minutes. That's just way too much. So let me know, though, if you'd like to hear the nib on the page versus having a little music, or just switch it up, whatever I want. Let me know that. The other thing is I'd love to hear ideas from the audience. I have over 70 plus video ideas I've been collecting over time. Some of them are probably great, some not so great. But one thing I've noticed, I have a different perspective on what I think the pen community would love to see, because I make these videos, so I don't necessarily have the same perspective as what the community wants to see. So I'm always open. I'd love to hear from you. If there's some things you'd be dying for me to do, please let me know down there in the comments. And again, just like I won't get to all of my ideas, I won't be able to get to all of yours, but sometimes, every now and then, I see a few video topics come up and I think, what a great idea. Let me hear from you. Hopefully the focus wasn't too bad there for you on the writing sample, but overall, like I said, every single pen with each different nib size has been really good. I was actually quite impressed with the extra fine. A lot of times extra fines can be, quite scratchy a little bit. It is an extra fine nib, so you can't expect much. But to me, good as it gets for an extra fine nib, wetness, everything is good. I'll show you here at the bottom so you can compare. There's the fine and here's the medium. I don't find a massive difference between the medium and the fine. It's a little bit, you can see here, it does go up in size. They're not a massive difference if you say want to compare to more sort of Western sized nibs. you'll see a massive difference between extra fine and especially the medium. It goes up quite a bit, but it's just like a slight increase in size. If you're hoping for a nice, real thick, heavy medium, this is, I would say, put this medium more in line with the Western fine. But yeah, so just a slight little change in nib point size, but all of them have been performing very well. The pens have performed very well. And for the price point, again, up here, Canada, Amazon.ca, $30. I think that's pretty reasonable. Kaweco Sports is a really good pen. Again, not my number one favorite pocket pen, but the standard sports go for around 40-ish Canadian, then the aluminum ones around 100 or so. So, I mean, the price point obviously is quite attractive. It has a clip that's built into there. I haven't tried removing it. It doesn't look like it's removable. You can see it's sort of recessed into the body. So I don't think it's a removable clip. But yeah, the clip is quite nice. It has been slipping over notebooks and everything just fine. If you're a shirt pocket person, this will work great in that, just even as the roll stop. So yeah, I really don't have any gripes with the pen. Like I just said, aluminum ones are a little bit more slick, but that holds true for really any anodized aluminum pen. They can be a little bit slick in the grip, but posting is all secure. My only little tiny gripe, as I showed you, is the O-ring on the section. I find it's just a little bit on the cheap side. I wouldn't care if they had to charge an extra 30 cents or 50 cents on the pen to have just a little bit more of a robust O-ring, because if it does rip and tear, again, I don't know how it would really affect the sealing, but it could potentially cause a sealing issue, and the pen could potentially leak or something like that. So that would be about my only little tiny detail on the pen as a way to improve it a little bit. It's just that one little O-ring that's there, just something a little bit nicer would be a little bit better. Paper, by the way, if you're wondering, this is this nice little Clairefontaine book that I have. This was sent to me by Bleskett a while ago. I really like Clairefontaine paper. It's quite nice. So the draw is April 18th for these two. Like I said, I'm going to keep the brass. I might play around with it. Maybe I'll laser engrave it or do something cool with it. We'll see how and how much time I have. But we'll do a giveaway for these two. Again, as always, you got to be a subscriber. So if you haven't hit the button, just hit the button. Not a big deal. Leave a comment down below. There'll be a random comment picker used to select a comment. So, I don't know, leave whatever you want, whether your favorite pocket pen, a video you'd like to see me do, or just random gibberish. It don't matter to me. But there we go. I'd love to hear from you if you have one of these, how it's been working out for you, how it's not been working out for you. I don't know. I haven't had any issues whatsoever. I'm impressed with these. Thanks to Hongdian for sending me these to review and share my findings with you. Thanks to you for all the support and watching, and just everyone that's been involved with the channel. Thanks again so much. So we'll talk to you super soon. Don't forget, thumbs up, comment, subscribe, potentially join. April 18th is the giveaway. Whoever responds first gets first pick on the color. And so there you go. Again, as always, last time it's been pretty good. I think I found the secret sauce. But again, your comment, I will reply to your comment, plus make a tag. You should get a notification because I'm going to tag you in it. So you should get an alert on your phone, your device, whatever it is you're watching. So keep an eye out for those on the 18th. Hopefully we give these away really quick. Until then, catch you next time.